Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the beautiful Alicia Fox.
Spoke to you and said this, Bob, but my name's Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. Loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
3 ain't enough now, I need 5. Welcome in Jim, Ryan, Matt, Tim, and intern Mark.
And after tonight, none of you in this ring will ever be the same again.
Oh my goodness, what do we do? There's a 1, there's a 2. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, wow, indeed. Welcome to 3 Count Thursday, live right here on our Facebook page. We are the podcast of the millennium, and it is Thursday, June 13th, 2019. We have tons to talk about this week, including legacies killed, what will Shane do, and who is Cardi B's favorite? But first, our show is brought to you by Alicia's Pillows and Things. Decorating your home reflects your taste and likes, so why not add decor that reflects your sports, movie, or TV fandom? Alicia's Pillows and Things is your hookup. Alicia's features pillows of all sizes, stools, and more with all your favorite teams and characters. Log on to NGSCSports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage and place your order. We're also brought to you by the Ultimate Sports Channel. It's the best free streaming channel of sports news, game-winning selections, and special features, brought to you on Roku TV. Do you, like 30 million others, have Roku? If not, it is a convenient and cost-effective way to watch TV. You can get tons of free streaming and featured channels. Visit Roku.com or pick up the remote system at Best Buy, Walmart, and many other retailers. Find this great channel by searching the Ultimate Sports Channel for the best free sports programming, or visit awesometvchannel.com to learn more details. Check out our home network, NGSC Sports, at ngscsports.com. Make sure you go to our website, 3countthursday.com, where you'll find our Patreon page, our merchandise, our social media, our YouTube, and much more. Tim and Ryan, how we doing this week, boys?
Jim, great to see you. What's up, Devin? I want to give some shout-outs. What's up, Robert? Blake, thank you for watching tonight. How are you? What's up, Miguel? Hey, Chance, how's it going? Charlie?
Great crowd in here tonight.
How's it going, brother? Guys, hit
live.
the share button for me. I love to share this with friends. I'm going to share it on my page probably 5 times because, I don't know. At least
Did somebody
sometimes...
say something about 5 times, man?
Damn it, look what I did.
The Booker Man's here. It's all great, man. It's all great.
Look at that. And our numbers almost doubled when Booker Man showed up.
That's right. Heated conversations here on 3
How is
Count
8
Thursday.
to 11 almost double? You know what? Math is hard, okay?
Eric, shoot us a DM. We'll give you the lowdown on the banners.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Slide on in.
Let's talk about indie wrestling, the indie wrestling calendar this weekend.
Ooh, indie wrestling, that's my favorite.
Indie wrestling is so good. H2O Super Clash 3rd anniversary.
I have H2O.
The water, yeah, H2O.
This is a different H2O.
This is different H2O. This is like a wrestling company.
Hustle organization.
Get it? Two H's.
Hardcore hustle.
Got it.
And then an O.
Their first show was fantastic. I loved their first
So
show.
good.
I'll have
so
my
good.
water.
This is
Watch the
happening
DVD.
tomorrow night, the 14th of June, at the H2O Wrestling Center in Williamstown, New Jersey. Doors at 7:30 p.m. Bell time at 8:30. That's where the intergender
James, that is a
Bonanza is.
really easy drive. Really not hard if you live in the central Pennsylvania region. About an hour and a half and you're there.
Even on a Friday night, not bad.
No, it really was great, actually. Great traffic. Speaking of the intergender bonanza, DVD just released this week. Reach out to Stan Styles. I think it's like $15 to buy the DVD. $5 extra if he needs to ship it to you. It's a great deal. Fantastic card. Had a blast. I'm going to pick one up, Stan.
Do it.
Just keep one for me.
Yeah, no doubt. Then Saturday night, the SWO Riot in Red Lion at the Leo Independent Fire Company in Red Lion, PA. Doors at 6. Bell time is at 7.
SWO, a great promotion. We've been there.
Yeah, great local
Before,
company.
absolutely.
That's where I met the $1 Million Man, and I got my
right.
basketball signed.
That's right. That's right.
And then not this weekend, but next week. We don't generally condone not watching us live, but since you can always catch us on our Facebook on demand, you can catch us on YouTube. You can check us in your podcast store, no matter what device you're using.
You could check in during intermission.
You could check in during intermission, but next Thursday night at the Voltage Lounge in Philadelphia, PA at 8 o'clock, GCW presents Crushed Up. So again, next Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So get there, watch us during intermission, and depending when the show's over, maybe catch the tail end of our show live.
Maybe.
And catch up on everything you missed on demand.
Maybe not.
Maybe. It's really amazing how the internet works.
I love the internet.
It's a miracle.
You can do things.
Thanks, Al.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Al.
Remember, like, when we had to do reports and had to, like, there's a generation that doesn't know that stuff anymore. Like, go to a library, check out books.
Like,
They're stupid.
Like the Dewey Decimal System.
Right, Dewey Decimal.
That's not a thing anymore.
The card catalog. It is.
You don't need to use it
You don't
anymore.
need to use it.
The card catalog, what a pain in the dick that was.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Now the card catalog is all online.
Do you remember the microfiche?
Oh, microfiche was great.
Microfiche, microfilm.
Yeah.
I used to work in a
Overhead
library.
projector. The overhead
They
projector.
don't even have them in, I guess, in
Right,
schools
you like
anymore.
flip the like no matter what, like every time I felt like I flipped the switch, the light bulb burned out.
Probably.
I loved overhead projectors, man.
They
were
were
always
great.
fun.
And you had the marker you would write on the clear paper.
Like
that was great.
the original use for dry erase markers.
Yeah. Before there
Right.
was dry erase boards.
Right? Boards with chalk. Do they even use chalk anymore in school?
No,
I don't know. Is it all just dry erase?
probably
God. What's going on?
rubber baby buggy bumpers.
I saw a meme today and it was like from like a 90s like Twitter page, and it said it was like the James Vanderbeek crying. It said like that moment when you got home from the video store and the previous person had not rewound your tape.
Yeah, man.
Remember when?
Try and explain that to like a 12-year-old.
Even better. Remember when you had a tape rewinder?
Right, a separate machine just to
so
rewind.
you could rent multiple movies, finish watching one, put that in the tape rewinder, put the next one in, and just go.
Yeah, because you didn't want to burn out the VCR.
Right.
So you put in a tape rewinder.
You know the funniest thing though is a couple years back I had gotten a VCR DVD recorder. So like because I wanted to take like old home movies and things, put them on DVD because like VCRs are dying. What?
Nothing. I didn't lip porn to him. Don't worry.
Why would I? Who even uses DVDs for porn anymore?
No, you're home.
Well-
DVD. Jim, never mind. Move on.
Anyway,
Debbie Does Dallas is a classic.
well, it's true, but you can still probably get it on the internet. Actually, you can.
You're our port aficionado, Big Jim.
I mean, they don't call me Big Jim for nothing. But
I was alone.
the DVD player / burner died on this thing before the VCR did.
Rip.
It was like what just fucking I just don't understand what happened.
You know, the real sad thing about this is there is an entire industry of like VCR repairmen. That what are they doing
TV
today?
repairman too.
Who fixes the TV anymore?
Right,
You throw that shit
exactly.
away?
When TV fucking dies, put
It's
it on the
cheaper-
street. Mark
You give that
free.
TV to Superhuman, he could jump through it, whoop whoop, and you move on.
You see the one where he elbowed the
I
coffee
love it.
mug this week?
I love every single video he puts out.
You know he has merch, right?
I know he does. It's great merch.
It bothers me.
I want to send him one of our shirts just so he like wears our shirt and does something stupid.
That would be
I was
actually
talking
a
to my
great idea.
I was talking to my roommate, and he was like, "I like it because he's doing two things wrong. Like he's like doing stupid stuff, but also like the way he's bumping is absolutely wrong.
Oh, he does.
So
No,
it's
he's
like,
no clue. He's gonna hurt
What do you
himself.
think he was trained?
well, I mean,
Dude,
No,
he's not
but
doing
that's
it.
what makes it so good. Is that like to him? It's like
But he's not doing it to wrestling fans. He's doing it for the juggalos and juggalettes.
no, he's not doing it for them. He's doing it for the juggalos and juggalettes.
Devin says, "Look this shit." When he was in school, they were
When he-
doing digital
before he
boards, so the
jumps.
teacher compute. Oh yeah,
a
yeah. I
digital
think
board.
we have.
We didn't have computers.
A digital board?
Yeah, so there's like they have like whiteboards that you can connect
That projects.
via the interwebs that can project.
Yeah.
We actually they have.
That literally blew Tim away from the TV or from the
I'm not
from the
here
TV.
for school, man. I'm so glad I'm out of school.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't survive. Like, there's honestly been times where I've like contemplated the idea of finishing schooling or like getting a degree in something else.
College isn't bad.
And dude, I don't have the attention span to deal with that shit.
College like life wasn't bad. I don't think I want to go back to school.
Back to school.
I wish I could do
Back to
college
school.
now.
to prove to Dad that I'm not that fool.
I wish I could go back to college now, knowing what I know previously.
My liver couldn't handle going back to college right now.
But you would be so much smarter as an alcoholic now. Like your
You're
in-
hilarious.
Your intake would be so
You're
much
hilarious.
better.
No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
You would know the importance of
No,
water.
dude. We are old. We would think we would be able to hang.
Yeah, be like, I can do
Dude,
this.
go to one college party. Be like, dude, give me a cup.
I got this.
You're in the hospital.
I got this.
The next day, the doctor's hooking up an IV to you.
Nah.
Yeah.
And maybe just because I'm the baby of the bunch.
Yeah, you are.
I would empty out water bottles and put vodka in it and just drink straight vodka from water bottles, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. If you go now, you're
I
smarter.
would still do it.
Why would you?
I would
Because-
give in to peer
because-
pressure of the
Idiot.
19-year-old.
Exactly. See, I
A
would think,
19-year-old, you're gonna let
They're going to bully me. They're going to, hey, Tubby, and they're going to push me around, and I have to drink
hey,
their
lard
vodka.
ass.
Johnny Sacca freshman is
And do
gonna
their
tell you how to
CBD
drink.
oils with them. And all
Yeah,
this
but you
stuff.
go to college as an old guy, you would just want to hang out. You know, you would
Guys,
want to be
just
cool.
accept me.
Guys, just let me be part of a cool group.
Yeah,
Come on,
just
guys.
I'm
Like,
gonna
it would be
buy
college
I'm
all
gonna-
over again.
Let me drink at my pace, but I'll buy everything you want.
Matt, what do you think? Are we completely off base here? Like,
Fuck this shit.
Like, do you think Ryan and I are correct that like if we went back to school now, we would just be idiots and think we could hang, or is Tim right? We would use our life lessons learned and be smarter about our alcohol intake.
I mean, I think you'd just get caught up in the moment. It's kind of tough to turn that down. I mean, I haven't been to a college party in a while, but even like a gathering at this point, I still go a little harder.
Gathering of the
Shit.
juggalos.
We had an idea a couple years ago, like where we wanted to like our college group of friends to get together for a weekend, and then I'm just like, I would be dead.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure I would be dead
Here's
because
what would happen. We would all get together, and it'd be like, guys, it's like 10 o'clock. We got to get to bed. Like,
yeah, like we would start drinking.
we
and
want
they
to
would
get
just
up
be
early
like,
and go to brunch. So,
yeah,
like,
you know what? Like, you know, I didn't sleep much last night. The dog barked. I had to pee at 2 a.m.
that's what would happen.
Like it would.
I had to pee at 2 a.m.
It would just be very
Speaking of peeing,
embarrassing.
the stream's weak. It's just a bad deal. It's just not good.
I think you're a little young to have a weak stream, though.
Yeah, dude. You know what? It's the prostates. I don't know.
You can have those checked.
I ain't
Tim
get-
does it for free.
Hey,
So let's. If you're following along if you're still following along on the live video, God bless you. But also give it a like, give it a share, get some people in here because we're going to talk about a question of the week. Like
Charlie had posed a weird question. I've never seen your amount of pinatas to know if you have a plethora of pinatas.
yeah, I would. I don't know.
I don't know what your pinata collection looks like, sir. If you could snap a picture, also slide it to our DMs
But
with your
does
pinata.
your pinata collection bring all the boys to the yard?
It's not a milkshake.
It's a pinata collect. Never mind.
I don't know.
Matt, before we get any further, I do want to say congratulations on hitting 1 year. That's fucking fantastic.
1 year of what, Ryan? For the
1 year of being a follower of Superhuman, doing his stunt shows on Facebook.
I do it for you.
Been a ride.
It's been a ride, and you did it for 1 year. You were the biggest. You are now the president of the Superhuman fan club.
He's a superhuman.
Congratulations on that.
Super duper human.
Appreciate it.
yeah, sure. All right, let's talk about our question of the week because it's obviously a topic that is, I think, been pretty loudly discussed.
What is the question du jour?
Internet-wise, it is which superstar is currently the most misused by WWE on the main roster?
Ooh, I can't wait to hear these.
So we did get quite a few responses. Ryan, I don't know if yours was serious. You responded with a GIF of whom? Your boy.
You say it. I'm not going to say it.
Well, he is now former Raw Tag Team Champion.
Misused.
Right, he should have never had the title run. One guy asked if the ring post counted. Charlie says Nakamura, EC3, Eric Young, Robert Roode, and Drew McIntyre.
I forgot Nakamura was even on the roster.
I would agree. Can you repeat that list again?
God damn it, Tim.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I probably shouldn't have closed the window anyway.
You get very clicky.
I do get clicky. Nakamura,
Okay.
EC3,
Okay.
Eric Young,
Okay.
Robert Roode,
Okay.
Drew McIntyre.
So I would agree with 4 of the 5.
All but Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, he's on TV weekly. He's part of a big storyline. How are you misused?
Right. Like and
Oh, because he's with Shane McMahon.
well, and okay. And again,
he's one of the McMahon.
It's I guess it is a very subjective question.
Yeah, very subjective.
But I tend to lie more on your thought.
Thank you.
Frank, of course, posted a picture of EC3. He posted. I expected him to post it much quicker than he did.
I mean, now that EC3 is a member of the Street Profits, apparently carrying around that solo cup.
My response to Frank was, I was wondering when you were going to post this. He said, am I wrong? I said, not at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian, cousin Brian says EC3. Now I will get back to another point Frank made because I thought it was a really good one. Bobby says
really smart
EC3.
listeners.
Nick
really
says
do.
practically the whole damn roster outside main eventers. Nick's a little sour, but we'll let him go. Bobby also says Nakamura, hands down. He's one of the most over dudes on the roster, and they killed him. Devin says Ember Moon and Bobby Roode, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Dean says EC3. Michelle Harms just says yes.
Hey.
Cool. Good answer.
Chris says Ricochet. Steve says Eric Young. Jordan says
Ricochet because they put those sound effects in.
Ricochet because he's not in 205 Live like he's supposed to.
He should
be, right?
He should be.
He's misused.
Jordan says EC3 and Bobby Roode. Nick says Eric Young. Chris says I'm going to have to go with Strowman at the top of my list, followed with Bobby Roode, Nakamura, Sasha Banks, and the Good Brothers. Tyler has Eric Young, Nakamura, Rusev, Aleister Black, Ricochet, and most of the women's division, if we're being honest.
Here's the deal.
I'll go back to Frank's other point then, as after we kind of dig into this a bit.
At first, I heard somebody that really go back down. The one before the last one. Who did he say?
Strowman.
Strowman. Okay, yes. I don't know if they misused Strowman. I think they just missed the boat with Strowman.
Yes.
Like they should have pulled the trigger
more
last year.
Right.
They can rev him back up.
Oh, absolutely.
But
Because
there's
he's
still tread on that tire.
He's absolutely still a huge fan favorite. So it wouldn't take much to get him back in that.
I just don't know how much longer people are going to want to see him give these hands.
I just want to see him run.
Right. Just keep running. You don't even need to talk anymore.
Run along the
just
outside.
run and run into Kevin Owens and have him do the double
Before we
Rikishi
get further, I forgot what I was going to say.
I was going to say like you just
I saw
I was like,
the
who
thought.
put Ryan on pause?
You saw it just roll right off, man. It
It's
was
just-
gone.
It's
gone.
Miguel, I'm right there with you. He says I'm tired of EC3 doing dark matches. Would be nice to see him fight on live TV.
Doesn't offend me that
Charlie tries to defend himself a little bit. He says Drew, because he went from a true dangerous contender to the title, and now he's Shane's lackey. But again,
Muscle.
Gooning it up. I agree.
muscle.
right? And I also firmly believe in letting a story play itself out. And I think whether you like the current position he's in, again, he's being featured every week. And I believe there's ultimately going to be some sort of a payoff there. Yeah. We'll talk a little bit more about Shane McMahon and what payoff we might get out of it a little bit later on in the show.
I don't like. Spoiler alert! I don't like it.
Spoiler alert, I think I kind of do.
I'm
But we'll get there.
We're throwing flippy flops today.
We're throwing shit.
Matt, what's your take on Shane McMahon?
Hopefully the next champ. Can't wait to see it.
Amen.
don't speak it into existence.
It's gonna happen.
He really is. Spoiler alert.
So doesn't that go to Charlie's point? Like that should be Drew McIntyre.
No.
Should be Drew.
And,
Shane McMahon's the best in the world. Drew McIntyre is
and who says Drew won't have a title by the end of the year?
right
saying.
because I really want to just jump ahead to this point now because now I'm fired up.
No.
Fired
Let's
up.
get fired up about people who are
we want
misused. And then
We
we'll
want you to tamper that down. Put a lid on it, Hoss.
It'll be all right. Yeah, it'll be fine. So when I asked the question, who is the most misused? Who would you say is the first person that comes to your mind?
Probably EC3. Yeah, right off the top of my head.
Tim?
You're not going to like my answer. The answer is no one.
Okay, Matt. We'll let you defend your answer, but go on.
So this is the most underused or
Misused.
The question was misused.
okay?
I
Luke
have
Harper.
an answer. I have a real answer.
Okay.
Good, because your fucking answer got my eye twitching.
Matt, who is yours?
Luke Harper.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
Tim?
I'll go Cedric Alexander if I have to pick one person.
Okay. I like your first answer though.
I mean that's my actual answer.
When I wrote the question, EC3 was the one that really came to my mind. And it's mostly because I think there was meat on the bone left for his NXT run. Like I don't think, and I don't have a problem with him being called up when he was called up, but to be called up and to do with him what they've done with him, or the lack of doing with him what they've done with him, is the problem I have. You have a guy who is built like a brick shit house, who can cut a great promo. I mean, he's as total package as you can get. Like he really is.
He's Lex Luger.
He sure is. But that you just don't use him at all, except to hold a red cup and stand in an elevator, is just fuck. It's brutal. And here's the thing: if he leaves, you can't blame him.
No.
You absolutely can't blame him if he leaves when the contract's up. But damn,
where is he gonna go? Back to Impact?
no, I don't think he goes back to Impact. I mean, if
he is not elite.
I don't think he is elite.
He's not. I don't think.
So that's why I don't see him leaving, because
I also don't think like him doing the thing with his name is not being told for him to do that. You know what I mean? Like it used to be like, bah.
So you're saying he's being told to do that?
You're goddamn right he is.
Yeah, dude. Like people.
Hey, we don't really have anything for you. I want you to like sell it up as much as you can that we don't have anything for you.
Absolutely.
I don't give a shit if you go out and you're just
right. Look, he's not going into. He's too smart of a guy to do that for himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because here's the thing: even if his contract is up and he is wanting to be on his way out, how many people are going to be if he's seemingly that jaded, like, and he's going to go into business like that for himself? Like, people want to make storylines for themselves out of what they see. Like, anytime they see somebody, tweet something that they perceive as like a negative shot at the WWE, they're like, "Oh my god, look at!" Like, I don't think everybody that works in the WWE is that dumb.
I don't think there's many people in the WWE that
right. Like, it's just I think people overthink it sometimes. Just
Agreed.
because and so yes, I don't think EC3 is going out there and because he's not. He may be unhappy. He may be totally thrilled. He may be totally fucking fine collecting that paycheck
but he's
every week.
also getting TV time now.
He's
For the
starting
past
to get TV time.
2-3
yes.
weeks, he's getting some TV time.
Yep.
Like,
But the
it may not be
24/7
what
title
you
is a
want.
bad idea.
Who said that?
the internet
people
wrestling
on the internet.
community?
There are
I
some
don't
people.
think there's many people that think that.
Really?
There's.
I feel like the general
You're not
consensus,
on Twitter enough.
I absolutely am. I tweet enough on Monday to realize the two things that people are really enjoying are the two things that people shit on the most when they first started was the 24/7 and the Firefly Funhouse.
I think there are more people who.
I think you look for the negative shit more than anything.
No. I think there are more people who have come around on the 24/7
Right.
title, but I also do think there is a decent number of people as well that are like, this is still pretty fucking stupid.
It's our truth that's making it
But
good.
here's
Like,
what I'll say: I still think a good portion of that negative audience hates the look of the title, and that sours themselves on the whole product of the title.
You call it the hardcore title, nobody's bitching about it.
Right. And like people like the point I tried to make with something is look at the
That belt is garbage looking though.
Oh, it is. But look at
I like it.
But look at the hardcore title. That was
garbage.
That was literally garbage.
Right.
Like so like that those titles are not supposed to be
You're right.
as prestigious as
Right, this one should be able to get clanked around. And thrown
exactly.
Around. Sure.
Exactly. It's not. It is something that it's not supposed to create the lineage.
Can you call it what its title is? It's the WWE European 24/7 television title.
Yes.
Solid. That's a solid championship. Cedric Alexander hasn't been on TV since April 22nd.
Cedric Alexander has been in every segment of the 24/7 title on Raw since the 24/7
Has he
title.
really?
Charlie,
Yeah.
I
Because
absolutely
he does-
agree with what you
He
said.
does the giant dive to the outside that separates everyone. And yeah, Cedric Alexander has been.
Is he in the elevator?
That was on SmackDown, I thought.
I don't remember.
Was SmackDown the elevator spot?
Okay,
No.
all right.
Raw was
Raw was the elevator. He might have been on the outside of the elevator.
The only other name I could think of, and it's kind of a shame, would be like Finn Balor. We just haven't heard a lot from Finn Balor since he's moved to SmackDown.
the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, Intercontinental Champion. He was just the Demon.
When?
Super Sandown.
Okay, nobody watches that.
Yes.
Not true. Unpopular opinion. Besides the obvious main event problems, the show really was not. The show was fine. The show was good.
This was the best of all the
it was.
non-WWE official pay-per-views. It's better than the original Super Showdown, and it's better than the other two Saudi shows.
And
But is this a non-official
I'm not
pay-per-view?
I'm not
Because
counting
they
it
build
as,
it
it's officially
up really,
unofficial.
really good, and they're recapping it all Raw and SmackDown this
correct.
week.
I'm talking about the non-monthly traditional pay-per-view.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This is the one they treated the most like a pay-per-view. Am I right?
Because it's a WrestleMania equivalent.
Like I don't recall them.
I mean,
like,
it was the WrestleMania stage. It was the
heavily-
WrestleMania canopy.
Yeah.
recapping after Raw and SmackDown
Yeah, I mean,
from previous ones.
I'm sure we'll go over Super Showdown here in a second.
We'll discuss
but-
things about it. I'm not gonna go over the show. Half of us didn't watch it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But like, I think we're all aware of certain parts of it that we can have a discussion about. Some parts of it.
Right.
Now, Tim, let's go back to your actual answer, which was
No one.
Defend that.
Buddy Murphy.
Because I think that the question is asinine. Like, it's, to me, the question's, like, I understand the question. I get it. But it's very fan servicey. It's a fan servicey question because everybody's got an answer.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, if the talent, for one reason or another, the talent is not connecting with the audience, whether that's charisma or whether that's in-ring or whether that's something else. And Vince McMahon understands fan connectivity closer than most other people.
Okay.
So, like, you talk about how EC3's misused. The guy is great outside of the ring. Chiseled, tan, very charismatic. The bell rings, he doesn't do it for me. For me.
Okay.
EC3 doesn't do it for me in the ring. His matches are less than spectacular to me.
So your I guess your response is because this question is it's all subjective.
It's very subjective.
I feel like there has to be a name that we can all agree that the WWE is dropping the ball.
I would say Luke, I would agree with Luke Harper, except Luke wants out, and WWE said, "Nah, give me 6 more months."
Right.
And so he's off.
So just sit and collect the paycheck.
Right.
But you don't think he was being misused before? And I understand he was hurt.
He was
It's a hurt
hurt,
thing.
but how could you be misused when you were literally the tag team champion, and then your partner gets hurt and you have to lose the titles? And that was the last time you were
and when he
actually featured.
And and to go back, when he was being singles pushed, he got hurt. And I understand injuries aren't anybody's fault,
right?
Unless you are Frank and maybe sometimes Ryan and Seth. You believe Seth Rollins is at fault, but
What?
With injuries.
He's reckless.
I feel like if you pick somebody up, you should put them down safely.
Anyway,
That's all I gotta say about that.
But like, injuries aren't anybody's fault. But if you're given an opportunity to get hurt, sometimes somebody else takes that opportunity. Talk to Alex Smith. Like,
Right.
Alex Smith was a fine starter in San Francisco, got hurt. Kaepernick took over, and Alex Smith ends up going to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's unfortunate. It sucks.
Wait, Alex Smith in what? Never mind.
He is, but he's
Well,
not.
he is, but he's.
He had a trip in Kansas City before that.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Yeah. But didn't he get hurt there? And
No, he was just
sorry, he just
shipped
got
out
gone
for
because
Pat
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Good choice, but
So like the Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady analogy.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%.
But
Romo and Dak.
Right.
I mean, Romo was at the end of his career, towards the end of his career anyway. But I don't
Right.
think the
Yeah.
Cowboys were ready to flip that switch on a 5th round pick that
Right.
early.
I agree.
correct.
But it happened.
I mean, a guy named Dak, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Hey, names be names.
I guess.
Come on, bro.
He can't help what his name is.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, to me, like
I just feel like there's names that everyone could be like, yeah, you're...
Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura, yes, but again, charismatic. If you look at it,
I think
look
you
at
can
it
name
very
any of the Japanese people. Asuka.
like for one reason or another. How many good Nakamura matches in WWE can you name? His match
On
with
the main roster?
His match with Sami Zayn at his very first NXT.
His NXT stuff was good.
Not really. He was with Samoa Joe, and that stuff was just like it was weird. And like his the time that they wanted to feature him, they put him in they put him in WrestleMania with AJ Styles, and that match was supposed to steal the show.
And it turned into a ding-ding match.
It did turn into a ding-ding match.
Like the whole feud was ding-ding shots.
Yeah, but the ding ding
Ding
happened
ding.
after the match. I'm talking specifically the match at WrestleMania before the final bell rang. It was an okay match.
That's because a quarter of the WWE fans were familiar with the Wrestle Kingdom match that they had. And only about a quarter, I'd say.
I was fine with the match until it turned into a ding-ding feud.
Which was after the bell.
Right. And I was fine with the match until
I
the
feel
ending.
like we say fuck and shit, and you're calling them ding-dings. It just seems weird.
It just
like we say things worse than that. And you're like ding-ding. You're stuck on ding-ding.
I'm choosing to call it a ding-ding feud.
All right, that's fine.
like
ding-ding
another
feud.
Here's a person to me. If I'm really gonna go through the Rolodex in my head of people that are misused, Rusev. To me,
Yeah,
Rusev,
I would agree with that.
Rusev always delivers in the ring. He is super charismatic. He connects with the
He
audience.
has a hot-ass wife.
And he did, for some reason, he's not featured. And I don't know why he's not.
Probably because of his hot-ass wife.
Maybe,
could be.
but I don't know.
Like, I think she's a dumb shit on social media, and I do think some of that is she's shooting herself in the foot.
She's shooting him in the foot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want to speculate on that. But just like, there's something that all of these people have in common, that they're missing a facet of the WWE game. Whether the fans don't
that
connect,
statement is very subjective.
the WWE game.
That you are feeling that they're missing something for the WWE.
Well, name someone.
Wrestling is art.
It is. But
WWE
WWE is a
isn't
specific
wrestling.
type
That's
of art.
also very true.
Yeah, like
I think that's why
So
WWE...
like the cruiserweights are never going to be successful.
Not-
Cedric Alexander will never be successful on Raw or SmackDown.
not while they're cruiserweights.
Buddy Murph.
They're not cruiserweights anymore.
But Murphy, we haven't seen.
Well, we haven't seen Aleister Black yet. I wouldn't say Aleister Black's being misused.
He's not being used.
He is. He's got a promo every week on television, building to something, to someone. We don't know who yet, but have an idea.
Right, because what it
So it doesn't bother you
vignettes,
then,
right?
like that all that time is spent with like Shane doing the Shane McMahon stuff
No,
because it's just a TV show.
because not everyone needs to be featured in the ring. Wyatt, Bray. You don't. As long as you're being featured somewhere and you're in the line of sight of the WWE audience, whether that be live in ring or whether that be in a vignette, that's being used. To not be used is to not be seen. Mojo Rawley has been stopped and started for months now.
Right.
He has.
You're right.
Promos, and then he doesn't have promos, and then he has a promo, and then he doesn't have a promo.
And he paints lightning bolts on his face.
And then
Yeah.
he paints lightning bolts.
He's shattered.
Right.
It's class.
Like,
Oh, is that what it is?
Class.
That's awful.
I mean,
Shane on both shows is nauseating because he's a heel.
right?
He's
It's
doing
it is. It's supposed to be
intended effect.
I've seen two comments like this, and we'll kind of sidebar, and we'll and kind of wrap up thoughts on this. But two people have basically said that like they want the Firefly Funhouse stuff done, and because they want Bray back in the ring. I saw an interesting tweet this week. I did make a YouTube thing about it, and I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts. The tweet basically was. Bray doesn't come back in the ring until SummerSlam. Firefly Funhouse continues until SummerSlam. But at SummerSlam, he gets a match with either Universal Champion or WWE Champion, and he wins it and has a successful run with that title. Like, are you okay with another, what's that, about 6 weeks of Firefly Funhouse for that payoff?
And he doesn't show up at SummerSlam.
Right, I am too.
I'm fine with it. Hell yeah.
It's so good. As long as it continues to be as good as it's been. But, like,
I'm fine with it, right?
I'm 100% on board. Like, the thing I don't want out of the Firefly Funhouse is for Bray to come back, regardless of who he's against, and lose.
That'll be the time we see Buddy Murph.
That's what I don't want. But I would absolutely take it from now until... Hell, I would take it maybe until Survivor Series if you're going to tell me that he's going to win a title and have a successful run.
Shit, you can push him all the way out to the Royal Rumble and have him return at the Rumble and have him win the Rumble.
I actually would be fine with that.
That's fine.
Totally fine with that.
You want to push him out to WrestleMania? I'll push him out till WrestleMania. How long
take
you want
it.
to push him out? Because here's the thing. I don't want him on TV until you know what you're going to do with him.
I will 100% support that statement.
Because if you just throw him out there because the fans want him out there, okay, guess what? Here's your ready-made angle for Bray Wyatt to come back to television this week. Bray Wyatt on Twitter called out R-Truth, said R-Truth has been running from the WWE title. He tweeted R-Truth and said, "You have sanctuary at the Firefly Funhouse. You can come by and hide out." So then Bray can invite R-Truth. R-Truth makes a walk-on appearance to Firefly Funhouse. He somehow upsets one of the guests. The Fiend shows up, and then you have an R-Truth Fiend 24/7 title feud. Do you want that for Bray Wyatt? If you want him on TV right now?
I don't want him in a feud, but I do want to see R-Truth show up there and be like, nope, fuck this shit, and leave. That's what I want.
That would be awesome.
That would be fine.
It would be 1 week of like sprinkling humor into the Firefly Funhouse, and I'd be fine with that.
What, like they don't throw it?
No,
it's not comedy?
like slapstick humor.
Different
Right.
different
R-Truth
humor.
R-Truth
Yes.
comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, like I would rather they treat Bray with the most delicate of touch, just like Aleister Black.
Yes.
Like, treat him as delicately as possible and just pray you do not drop the box that says fragile. Because it's what's in it is very valuable. But if you drop it, it's
Scotty,
worthless.
I see what Scotty's point is. He says Shane's on both shows nauseating because there's so much talent not being used, but he's all over the show. here's like my counterpoint to that is, yeah, Shane is on both shows. You know, to you it's nauseating because there's guys not being used. But then, you know, when we get, you know, let's say Aleister Black versus Rusev on Raw, I have seen people say, like, why are we getting this match for no reason? Like, and I get, like, there's a hard balance between being not used, being used, and then being used properly. So, like, I would much rather see talent not being used and having this Shane Drew McIntyre story play itself out than Alistair just being thrown into matches just because you want to see him on TV.
So hit us up with the question of the week again.
Which superstar is currently the most misused by WWE on the main roster?
Shane McMahon.
There you go.
Okay. Wow.
Because
Matt, now he just insulted your favorite wrestler of all time. How do you feel about what Ryan just said?
Ryan will slowly come around. When Shane hoists that title at SummerSlam, I think you'll know.
I'm gonna slow Miz this one.
I say he was sour on the Miz at first as well, so I think he'll
we'll
get
slow
there.
burn this.
No, Shane was never good in the ring.
you are drunk.
You think he was good in the ring?
Who
Yes.
said that? Who said that?
Scotty says Shane's not good in the ring anymore.
He did like the coast to coast. He took bumps.
He could have
He could
great
take a bump.
spots.
He is so entertaining in the ring.
Yeah, he was a great sports entertainer.
Okay, that's what we do.
Okay, right. But, like, saying he's not good in the ring anymore, I mean, he can still do coast to coast. He can still take fucking stupid-ass spots.
He does everything.
Right. So he is now basically what he was in the Attitude Era.
He's
Yeah.
gray-haired Ricochet.
Right. So
He
if
can do shooting stars and
He can.
450s.
I'm just saying he can do
right,
shooting
I'm
stars.
saying he's not a great wrestler.
He's the one and only Shane McMahon.
He's a great sports entertainer. I will say that.
Here comes the money.
So what do you call it? Super Sandown?
Super Sandown.
I did like that.
Sands of the Hourglass. Line in the sand.
I enjoyed the show.
Same.
Scotty does say his punches suck. Shane's punches.
You know who else's punches suck? Mick Foley's punches
There's a lot
suck.
of guys whose
Foley's
punches
did
suck.
suck.
There's a lot of guys whose punches suck. Let's like they're not. Some are good, some aren't. I enjoyed the show. I thought Friday was one of, if not Baron Corbin's best match in the E.
Baron Corbin, really good. You guys just will figure it out.
I mean, I've been with you.
Yeah.
But he was really good. All right. But obviously the big to do after Friday was,
Mansoor wins the 50-man battle royal.
well, we will talk about Mansoor
Oh,
winning the
sorry.
50-man battle royal, which, yeah, it was garbage. It was a battle royal.
There was 50 people
There
in
was
a
50
ring.
guys in a
What do
ring
you
that was
expect?
130 degrees. Like it was what it was.
Do you
It's
need
a
to go
battle
get
royal.
some water or something? Because you're like, we have a
Undertaker,
puzzle over there if you want to put it
Undertaker
together.
Goldberg.
Be more entertaining than this.
I know you've seen a couple clips of it. The match was fine for what it was until Goldberg went head to post.
The match was going to be a burner until Goldberg knocked himself out.
And then it got ugly.
It and I wouldn't even say it got ugly. Like, it just...
Got sad?
It was sad
It was
because it was
sad.
like Goldberg was obviously knocked out. Like, they tried to continue with the match as best as possible.
Have
and-
you
and then
seen the
minute-
video of Goldberg like face planting on the mat, like when they get him out of the ring? Yeah, like, so there was like a fan video of like when they like rolled his ass out of the ring and he tried to stand up and he just face planted.
Like,
It's
he was
fucking
out.
scary.
Like,
Yeah, it was.
from the minute I saw him hit the buckle, I was like, oh, he's out.
Oh yeah, you could see his arms go limp.
Because normally that spot, you hit it and you bounce off.
Right.
He
And
didn't bounce. He just
nothing
stayed
bounced.
there.
His arms went limp. But this,
never mind. I won't even go
I
there.
kind of spawned the topic out of this because I saw people saying that the Undertaker's ruining his legacy, Goldberg ruined his legacy, et cetera, et cetera. So, not an official question of the week because we already had one. But our guys,
It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
sure, our guys like Goldberg, the Undertaker, HBK at the last one, and any other names that you can fill in. Are these guys ruining their legacies by doing these one-off shows on the network?
No.
Oh, God. Thank you, Ryan.
I didn't watch the show, but Jim, tell me the last time you went to buy a Harley Davidson and paid with your legacy. You never did.
A, I don't have a legacy. B, I wasn't by a Harley. But I get your point.
You don't buy nice things with legacies.
Matt, question to you.
No, I wouldn't say they're ruining it. I think it doesn't look great, but I mean, it's not like I think less of them.
Right, like it's not like I'm not going to remember my favorite basketball player or favorite athlete at the tail end of their career.
No.
When they're at their worst. Like Shaquille O'Neal is my favorite player in the entire world. I don't want to remember him on the Boston Celtics. I don't remember him on the Boston Celtics. I remember him when he's three-peating.
Right. There's very few athletes that actually kind of leave when they're at the top of their game. I mean, like even Wayne Gretzky, like his last couple of years with the New York Rangers,
not great.
No,
they were not Wayne Gretzky. Like
they're not
comparatively
Gretzky
speaking
years.
to the rest of the league, he was still putting up good numbers. He was not putting up Wayne Gretzky numbers.
Same
Can you
thing with
name
Tiger
an
Woods.
athlete like off the top of your head that has absolutely left at the top of their game?
No, off the top of my head, no.
Ray Lewis.
Barry Sanders.
Didn't he?
Barry
Oh,
kill-
yes.
Sanders.
Okay. Perfect.
so
Barry
that's a solid
Sanders is a
one.
great one. Barry Sanders is probably the best answer for that question. Leaving at the top of their game.
That's really. I can't think. I really.
People leaving at the top of
Megatron.
their game. And Megatron's up there, but he was getting pretty riddled with injury. Like Barry Sanders wasn't, by all accounts.
Is Gronk up there?
No, because Gronk's been
Gronk's
hurt.
beat
been
up.
beat up and
Gronk's beat
slowing
up.
down. What about Hernandez? Never mind.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Oh, he
Give
blew it.
yourself like
That's a
bad
point.
guy
I'll
points.
give it a
for
point
please.
for
No,
that.
no,
Give Ryan
no.
a
You
point.
can't.
Give
You don't
Ryan
get bad
2
points for
points
talking
for
bad
that.
about bad people. Aaron Hernandez
right.
is a bad person. He deserves every piece of shit he gets.
Fuck
Okay,
Aaron
fair.
Hernandez.
That's fair. I will agree with that.
It's just like saying a bad joke about O.J. Simpson.
I heard a bad O.J. Simpson joke yesterday.
The boar. This is a very great time that you're
you're
wearing
wearing-
that shirt this
I
week
love
because
that
the
shirt.
boar checks in on this question. He says he counts it all as bonus material.
There it is.
He says, one, whatever match or angle it is, it usually doesn't disrupt the weekly stories, so it doesn't affect weekly TV that much. 2, if you're not interested, don't watch. 3, legacy, don't pay those gimmicks in the mail called bills.
Hey.
And I'm just happy somebody else got the point that got to be able to say, if you're not interested, don't watch, so I didn't have to. And there are various comments, kind of mixed reaction along the
and rightfully so, because it's very polarizing.
It-
You have
it
the
is.
people. You have, like, for example, like I feel very strongly in the fact that, like, while I wanted to see the Undertaker, like I liked the idea of seeing Goldberg and the Undertaker, but I'm really ready for just the Undertaker to go into the Hall of Fame and that's it and be done. Like,
once he goes Hall of Fame, he needs to stop.
He
I
should.
don't want to like that. To me, is his retirement. And Scotty, Jerome Bettis was well past his prime when he won that.
He
Super
was
Bowl.
dragged to that Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think that was the year where there was a game he had like 6 carries for -2 yards and like 2 touchdowns. Like he wasn't a featured back. He was. Hey, big guy, run through that hole.
Hey, there's snow on the ground. Hey, Jerome.
Right.
But like that, it's very polarizing to me. And like a topic I heard before from another source is, what if like the Undertaker feels he owes it to the WWE to do these shows, like because he is such a commodity, like he owes his career to the WWE. I mean, think he tried to do something on his own. He tried to do StarCast, and WWE said no. So like. He feels indebted or entitled, like he has to do these things for WWE. So, if that's the case,
I'll repeat what I said about Undertaker, I think, when we were talking about HBK coming back at the prior Saudi show, is guys like HBK, to me, guys like The Undertaker, guys like Triple H, they can go as ever long as they want to.
It's their career at the end of the day.
Like, and I mean, granted, anybody can, but for me, like, I will never say Undertaker needs to go or should have gone when. The guy is the only one who was like WWE for life. Like when everybody else was, and I get like Michaels probably would have been if he didn't get hurt, but like when everybody else was like, yeah, I want that Turner money, Taker was like, nah, I'm riding with Vince. So if he wants to wrestle till he's 75, I may not want to see it, but I'm not going to tell the guy he needs to stop. Like,
Right.
Do you think there is a price for Sting to get checked out again and try to get cleared for a Saudi show?
Oh, I bet for a Saudi show. You mean to tell me?
But isn't his injury the Edge injury?
He's apparently cleared.
Really?
He's apparently fine.
Wow. Okay.
Like it wasn't an Edge injury because his wasn't degenerative. His was actually caused from
Rollins.
From the turnbuckle bomb.
What a fucking asshole.
It's from Sting admittedly
Did Frank
saying.
tell you to say that?
No. But Sting admittedly said on his own volition he took the buckle bomb wrong.
He's not going to bury the young guy. He's an old guy in the business. He knows the game. He's not going to bury a young guy. Say he's dangerous and derail his entire
in the
career.
corner.
Yeah.
No.
It was
Just like Finn Balor reaching for that barricade.
No, Finn Balor was reaching for the fifth row fan with popcorn. Who in the world takes a power bomb and does like a reach back like he's in
It's
the
true.
fucking 4x100 relay?
But
Reaching for the damn baton for Ireland.
But here's the thing, and I think you guys hit the points fairly well. Is for me, I'm not. Like, I was the Goldberg Undertaker face off on SmackDown hooked me for that match. For whatever that match was going to be, it hooked me
Thank
for
you, I
it
feel
because WWE especially is more about moments. It's
Yes.
There's a lot of times where it's not necessarily about the match in the ring. Case in point, Rock Hogan. Like, it wasn't a great match. It was a awesome fucking moment.
Can I address Scotty really quick?
Sure.
So Scotty says that those guys should only come back and put over younger talent. Think of the rub the younger talent like Aleister Black could get from beating Goldberg or Taker. Except the fact is, nobody in Saudi Arabia wants to see Aleister Black beat anyone.
Right. If they're going to wrestle on...
Is it because of the tattoos and the progressive nature
No,
of
it's
Aleister
because-
Black?
it's
That's
because
why they
the
don't want to see Aleister Black
because
over there?
the Saudi prince wanted Yokozuna,
I'm just curious.
Undertaker, and somebody else the first time. Like, he wanted Ultimate Warrior. He wanted Ultimate Warrior, Yokozuna, and Undertaker.
3CountThursday.com/host soapbox. This show wasn't for us.
Like, they remember a very specific portion of wrestling, which is why they keep asking for Triple H and they keep asking for Undertaker and they ask
It's the
for
same
Shawn
reason every time
Michaels
the bell
and
tolls, we all
Kane.
pop.
Right. And so they don't want to see the young guy beat the old guy. So if you're not going to get that, then put the old dudes together so that they're not burying a young guy.
Right. Everybody
See,
wants the
Rusev-
Undertaker versus Aleister Black until Taker botches a move, almost hurts Aleister Black, and then it's why would you put Aleister Black in there with the Undertaker?
Rusev v. Undertaker.
Right? It was gonna be that,
Christian-
and then
it was
it
gonna
became
be-
Jericho,
Yeah.
and then everybody's like, well, why wouldn't you put Rusev in it? And then he loses to him.
It's like, oh, why'd you put him in it if he wasn't going to win?
Right. It's
In
but
the middle of Rusev Day. On Rusev Day, he loses a casket match.
But yeah, I mean, for me, it's Undertaker Goldberg from Super Showdown in June of 2019 does not tarnish the Undertaker's legacy, history, etc. Period. It doesn't.
Right. Can I point out one positive thing from Super Showdown?
Yes.
Before we move on, if we're going to move on. If you're going to watch anything off of this show, do yourself a favor and watch Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Oh, it was good.
This is the best match that the two of them have had against each other.
It was a banger.
It's a classic, and they told a beautiful story.
They did.
Like, literally, it's the best match that they've ever had. It may be one of the best matches of WWE of 2019. Like, it's really good. So
Real good.
if you're going to watch something, if I can implore anyone to pick one thing out of this, Pick Triple H, Randy Orton.
One thing I really enjoyed from the show was not the Battle Royal, the match. My takeaway from the Battle Royal was the reaction of the crowd. And then this is what I'll say about it, and then we can move on from Super Showdown. When, what's his name? Mansoor won. The reaction of the crowd, like that's what that moment's about. Like, because here's the thing. We can hate what the culture is. We can hate what the religion is. We can hate what the government is. But the bottom line is, though the people over there, the citizens over there, didn't ask to be born there any more than we asked to be born here. So when they see their guy, their hometown guy, the person who looks like them, win the Battle Royal in their home country, that creates a moment that's going to last with them for a very long time. Like, that's cool. To me, like, that's a WrestleMania moment for them. It is.
It's gonna spark a lot of younger people from Saudi Arabia who see that and go, well, if he can do it, I can.
Exactly.
I will say this. Ali better watch himself, because Mansoor could be coming for that spot. Mansoor is in NXT. He's being groomed up. He's
charismatic.
That
promo was awesome.
The English part of the promo, was fantastic.
Right, I have no clue what he said after that.
Right, but like to me, like he, even in the ring, like he was captivating.
Right, he was. So like it's to me that was really cool. That was a really cool moment on that show, and I'll leave the Super Showdown discussion. Ryan, I feel like you want to say something.
It was really cool to see them like lose their mind over that.
Yeah.
It
was their Kofi at WrestleMania moment.
A lot like that reporter lost his.
Oh,
from the government.
Shit.
Really cool to see that.
Wow. Okay.
The fans had nothing to do with that, by the way.
Right. The citizen, like the citizens there had nothing to do with that. Just like we, the citizens of the United States, have nothing to do with the shitty things that our government does.
Correct.
Every day.
We literally vote them in. We have all the things to do with that.
Once the people are in power, we have no control over them.
That's true.
That's the point. You can vote in whoever you want.
Right, that's true.
Like once they're in power, they can literally do whatever they want.
That's true.
Like so, I mean, yes, we can vote, but they are ultimately will do what they want. And so our government does terrible fucking things as well. Yeah. So it's not on the same level.
You're right.
Maybe depending on how you argue it. But anyway, not a political show, wrestling show.
Sarah Sanders has had enough.
Right? Like, just fester on that for a second.
Jesus. Does any of what Tim and Jim gushed make you want to go watch Super Showdown?
No.
Fair.
Okay.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
All right.
But to be fair, I mean, Tim and Jim have very different tastes in wrestling than I do, so.
That's what makes this show so good.
Yeah.
We do have a question. Did the women wrestle a dark match over there? He said he heard there was going to be a dark match, but didn't see one.
No, the women did not wrestle on the show.
Oh.
Natty and Alexa Bliss were over there. They did make appearances at like hospitals and things.
They did all the promotional material, all the promotional things. They were told beforehand that there was a possibility that they would be able to participate on the show. They were being worked out and being looked at by doctors as if they were going to wrestle at Super Showdown, and at the last minute, the Saudi government said no.
Hey, maybe next year, scamp.
Or later this year.
Well, I mean...
Raptors currently winning at halftime by 2.
Come on, let's go Toronto.
Which one's Toronto?
The Raptors. Natty and Alexa being over there, even making appearances, is a huge
deal.
thing. This is show number 3 of 10 years. Like
0 to 1 to 3.
Like I fully understand where you're at.
I know you do.
And that again, it's always going to be a touchy thing. These shows are always going to be a touchy thing, and I think the thing that all fans should do when interacting with each other about the show is a respectful. Like you can choose however you wish. Just you got to respect everybody.
Thank you for the clarification.
Not going to touch on a whole lot from Raw or SmackDown. Cesaro nearly was out for a while. Like,
Yeah, apparently he's all clear.
yeah,
He's
apparently
fine.
he's in the clear. He's all right.
But taking
Didn't-
that 630 to the knee.
to the knee, not
Yeah,
great.
that's tough.
Not great.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was ricochet.
Yeah.
Like he just listed towards the knees.
Reckless. Reckless. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
See what you did there.
Kidding.
Big gust of wind in the building shoved him off.
Shoved
to
him
the
off.
side.
One thing that I'm not going to say reckless, but confused me as to
Maybe the ropes were still sweaty from Shane being in the ring.
I don't think he had. Did he hit the ropes by that point?
He didn't have to. Just being in there just adds the humidity to the building. That could be. I don't know. Maybe not. Don't lose your head, Jim. Just calm down.
Why is Alexa Bliss taking like? I forget what the spot was, like Bailey into the corner, like basically head first. I think it was like she
kind of flipped over.
She got like shit whipped into the corner. I'm like, why is somebody who's been out for like the better part of 8 months getting shit whipped head first into the
Was
turnbuckle?
it like Schoolboy or was it like
Kinda,
power
yeah,
bomb motion? I
power
forget.
bomb motion.
Was okay.
Like
Oh, it was the sunset flip kind of deal.
yes.
Yeah.
And it, like
To the second turnbuckle. or
yeah,
whatever.
just
Well, look, man, when you're clear, you're clear. You ride it. Like
I guess I
I mean,
just
Daniel Bryan got cleared, and the first day he gets cleared, he gets like apron bombed.
yeah,
and
you're not wrong.
he
I
gets
just-
crushed. Like
They're not going to let them go back if they're not clear.
right.
True. Well, fair.
And again, I've not.
I just know I saw that spot and I cringed a little because I'm like,
I don't like that spot to begin with. That's
no,
just me.
I think there's a lot that can go wrong with it, but I just kind of got scared a little bit for a minute. Who do you think who's going to be the special referee?
Probably Sami Zayn.
Okay, makes sense. Rollins and Corbin. No, I don't really have much else from Raw or SmackDown. I just put some ideas on
Firefly
paper.
Funhouse was good.
It was.
Apparently, Firefly Funhouse was a wink and a nod to John Moxley and Chris Jericho.
I think if you go back and watch it after that seed's planted, it's obvious there were some digs there.
If you're looking for it, it's there. If you're not
Right. When I
looking,
first
But I
watched
feel
it,
like it's intentional. Like we're not finding things that aren't there.
okay.
it's like people who believe in ghosts and people who don't believe in ghosts. If you don't believe in ghosts, you can be in a haunted building and not experience ghosts. But if you're open to the idea of there being ghosts, you're more susceptible.
It was just cold. It was just a gust of wind.
Yeah, like the lights flicker, whatever.
Right.
The same thing with this. For people who were looking for Bray Wyatt to give us something or WWE to like be tongue in cheek with other things, you can make analogy to certain things. Like if it's there or not by design.
Charlie said earlier in comments, and I believe that there are some people out there that do this. I'm not saying all. He says he thinks a lot of people go into like Raw or SmackDown and look for negativity. Like I believe there are some people out there that probably do that. Like in any show, in any movie, in any video game, in any situation, if you go into something with an open mind, I think you're going to see it differently than somebody that's going to go into something and say this is going to suck or this is going to be great.
If I can make a recommendation, if you feel like you might be doing that, put your phone down. Don't let Twitter like influence you and watch Raw or SmackDown.
I have enjoyed
and enjoy the show.
Raw and SmackDown much more.
Yeah.
Because I have not been live.
Don't let other people's negativity or right just to bring you down. Like let your opinions form yourself.
Yeah.
There are going to be high and low spots, I'll guarantee it.
Sure.
But it's not as bad as people make it out on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Except all that Shane shit.
So here's the thing, like there could absolutely be hidden meanings. I don't know exactly how the creative process and how the Funhouse segments are put together. Like I don't know if Bray has a lot of control over them, if it's all Vince's control, if it's the writing team's control, I have no clue how those pieces are put together.
Right.
But like I believe, at least to a small degree, I think some of those things are being put out there for people to find them. I don't think it's a mistake that you're using like the lines on the eyes the way they did, or so it's subtle enough that you won't, because I didn't put it together until I saw like a post about it.
Maybe it's a call to Chris Jericho and saying, "Hey, come back. We know you're upset now, so come on back. Come back to me."
I don't know what you, Scotty. I don't know what you mean by what you dislike when they insult your intelligence. I don't know what that means. Like, have you guys watched the product at any point and said they're insulting my intelligence?
No, I think there's like corny, hokey things.
Sure.
Like, okay, I feel like the wild card rule is a slight insult to my intelligence. Like, it's
But
so
that's
convoluted.
But that's just because Vince
And-
McMahon
and-
can't remember who's on what show.
Right. It's just
And
I don't think it's insult. I don't
It's the way
see
to
this-
it's the way to get Roman Reigns on both shows.
She wasn't on Raw this week, was he?
I
He
don't-
teamed with the Bloodline, I thought, or was that 2
I
weeks
think it was
ago?
2 weeks
That
ago.
might have been 2 weeks ago.
Like-
I don't remember.
I don't find that
watched
insulting to my
basketball.
intelligence. I just think that's WWE overthinking themselves. like
I
Matt.
think there's stuff that they do that's a clear slap in the face to some of the fans, but I don't think they insult the intelligence of the fans.
Right? Yeah, I'll agree with that. I do think that there are
so-
times when they do things to stick it to the Twitter audience or whatever, and sometimes they'll be blatant, like those Triple H Stephanie promos where they're like blatantly going out there and just ripping like Twitter.
yeah, that's true.
Like, but because
I mean,
this isn't just Scotty. I have seen like over time.
well, maybe they're just misspeaking, and that's what they're talking about.
People saying like they insult my intelligence. Like, I feel like you look back at like the Vince Shades of Grey promo from like 1998 when he says like people are tired of having their intelligence insulted. Like, I feel like they're just pulling that out just because it sounds
You know what
cool.
insulted my intelligence?
What's that?
A 70-year-old woman giving birth to a hand.
Or Vince McMahon blowing up in the limousine.
Or Vince McMahon having an illegitimate son who happens to be hornswoggled.
Right, like a leprechaun.
Or the Saudi government chopping that dude's head off.
Come on. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Matt.
Um,
Pop the boys.
right. I mean, there's.
Boy.
Pop the boy.
I
This
chuckled.
doesn't sound great.
I chuckled. Yeah, that sounds like a Michael Jackson thing. Popping the boy.
Oh, come on, Jim.
Hey, what are you doing?
Climb a tree, sing a song. Where's Bubbles?
Like, I think there has been I think there's been plenty of times over the course of our entire lives watching professional wrestling where one could maybe argue, if they really wanted to, our intelligence was being insulted, or just it's corny, it's hokey, it's professional wrestling. Like, you know, you had a gobbledygooker crack out of an egg, like on Survivor Series.
Right.
Like, was that insulting your intelligence, or was that just goofy WWF?
I think the Shane thing, like on was it SmackDown? Like, you have to beat Elias, and then you have to beat, Drew, and then you can wrestle me, and then
Okay.
like it's just you know what's
That's
coming.
the corporation.
Right. That's
Right, I'm not saying it, I just think you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like I'm not surprised by this outcome.
Right.
So maybe that's what he meant by like
Okay.
I want
You're giving
to like
us the same trope. Stop feeding us the same.
right. Give me something different. This is now like I'm watching the show on repeat.
Okay, but like,
I don't know if that like is insulting my
here's the thing:
intelligence.
if you watch Home Improvement, unless it happened to be one of those weeks where it was to be continued,
Dude, I loved House. House was I don't know what's wrong with you. You're dying. You're fixed. Show
Sure.
over. I
Like,
loved it.
Right.
Hobble, hobble,
Like,
hobble.
Every single week was
right.
the same.
Sitcoms, like, there's going to be a problem in the first 5 minutes. That thing's going to get resolved in the next 22. Like, unless it's a to be continued episode, like.
Bob Vila's here. What are we gonna do?
Right,
what are we
exactly.
gonna
We're going
do?
to smack him in the head with a 2x4, but by the end, I'm going to apologize for smacking you in the head with a 2x4. Like, again, it's a TV show. There is going to probably be some degree of predictability. Like,
Sure.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, I got off on that tangent. I just didn't know what that meant.
It's all good.
All right, Fighter Fest.
Now everyone's gonna be in all one accord now.
Here we go. June 29th, Ocean Center, Daytona. It is airing for free on BR Live, which for some people that don't know, BR Live is Bleacher Report Live. They are owned by Turner, so that's why that AEW's product is on BR Live. Is their streaming service.
Got it.
Because I actually encountered somebody this week that had no clue what BR Live was. So that's what it is.
Synergy.
Yes. Awesome that it's airing for free. Pretty cool. 7 matches on the card.
Unless you're Chris Jericho.
Unless you're Chris Jericho. Which I think, what is he on tour with Fozzy? Or is that the Cruise?
No, Fozzy was supposed to be there, too.
Okay.
Fozzy has pulled out.
Oh, my God. This is horrible. Maybe he's coming back to the WWE.
Oh, my God. Slipknot, I believe, was supposed to perform there. They have pulled out in a show of solidarity to Chris Jericho.
No, they pulled out because they're in the pocket of WWE.
I'm telling you what the tweet said.
Sure.
The tweet said he's pulling out
Who
in a
tweeted
show
that?
of solidarity.
Which one?
The lead singer.
Okay.
Corey Taylor?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Corey Taylor's in on it. That's cool.
Oh, it's a work. I think it's
Corey
all
Taylor's
work.
also
Wait.
Corey
You're
Taylor
telling
wants
me
to be
that
a wrestler.
Chris Jericho pulling out of this show is a work?
Yeah.
You mean he's not really mad at...
Maybe.
You mean, like, the whole, like, he wants to be thanked? Like, that's just, like, a thing?
No.
Why did you become a fucking wolf?
No, I think he was trying to do this.
You were close.
Solid
You were
effort,
close.
poor execution.
I went with wolf.
Same thing.
All right, so
Scratch
Scotty
your thumb.
says what I'm referring to is them not making sense of stuff. Example, why is a Raw Women's Superstar challenging Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title?
Wild card.
Thank you. It's the wild card rule. She came on to SmackDown, was in the number 1 contenders
Why did
match, and she won the match.
You weren't saying this when the Usos were on Raw and they went over to SmackDown and they challenged the SmackDown champions.
Like, again,
For the titles?
has the like
Wild
I'm
card.
over the wild. I still hate the wild card rule. I haven't changed that since last week.
I just like saying wild card on
Like,
Raw.
I haven't
on TV whenever
changed
something
that part,
happens.
but the wild card, like that's why it happened.
Wild card.
Right? It's the
Uzi hot.
Uzi. You all right?
That insults my intelligence more than the wild card rule.
But it doesn't.
Hey, we found the thing.
Like, but did that actually insult your intelligence,
I mean,
or was it just cheesy wrestling shit?
oh, that too.
It was like kind of it was birthing a hand level, like shitty wrestling shit.
yeah,
right?
close.
Okay.
Close.
But
But Fighter Fest, it's going to be hot, dude. Cody versus Darby Allin, MJF versus
Is Darby
He's all elite.
all elite?
he was
Yeah.
all elite
Okay,
now.
I must have missed that.
It's MJF versus Adam Page versus Jungle Boy versus Jimmy Havoc. It's
Smart to put Jimmy Havoc not in that hardcore match that they have.
Daniels versus Sema.
Daniel Sema, the Young Bucks and Omega versus Penta, Phoenix, and a person of their choice. Michael Nakazawa versus like the dude from CEO,
Alex Jabali.
and
That's the kickoff. That's on the
hardcore
pre-show.
match. There's a triple threat.
How hardcore do you think they're going to get?
I don't know, but I think they're going to try to kill Michael Nakazawa. That's a part of the thing. Nyla Rose versus Riho versus the Sakuraba.
Yuka Sakazaki.
Sakazaki.
I'm actually so happy I said that right.
Hey,
and then Moxley versus Janela.
That's right, Moxley Janela. Yep.
Should be fun.
Hey, I'm not
Solid card.
Yeah.
I'll be watching. Hell, it's for free.
I'll still be having it over at my house if you want to watch it with other people.
Done and done.
Firefly Fest, right?
Yeah, Firefly Fun Fest.
Later.
Like like, is it like a wink and nod, or have they like outwardly admitted this is clearly a shot at like the Fire Festival?
It is the Fire Festival.
Oh, is that when that was supposed to be?
That's what. No, so the whole point of the thing is that like Kenny Omega said, "Hey, I want to do this big festival and blah blah blah," And
so like it's a known shot.
It is a known shot at the Fire Festival. And like the Bucks and Cody are like, hey man, like you really need to watch this documentary on Netflix.
Has anybody watched that?
Yes.
What a cluster, man.
Holy crap.
Unreal.
Ja Rule is the man.
Unreal. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. Give it a watch. I forget what
yes,
it's called.
Scotty, this show is for free.
It's called Fire?
If there is anybody who wanted Double or Nothing for free, they're morons. Like,
I thought Double or Nothing was getting re-aired on something for free.
oh, I don't know.
No, he said many people watch Double or Nothing for free, as in like illegal streams.
Yeah, and then that's
That's what he meant. So
this is why we can't have nice things. The reason why your independent promotions don't succeed bigger is because you want to find a way to watch wrestling for free. How about you spend money and buy a pay-per-view, or you buy a ticket to a show?
Right, like I'm not even going to try and pretend like I didn't stream WWE pay-per-views illegally before the network, because I did.
Right.
I would get.
Well, now we're going to get thrown off.
I would get the Rumble, I would get Mania, and I would sometimes get SummerSlam. Everything else I watched illegally.
If you're watching from New Zealand, by the way, I apologize. You had about 45 seconds of silent air when we played some clip that was copywritten from something.
It was probably Gloria.
It was probably Gloria.
Gloria.
We played it in full.
Okay, well, they cut us out for 45 seconds. I apologize to all of our New Zealand fans.
Right.
All you Kiwis out there, very sorry.
Yeah, we do apologize for our fans.
All
in
the
New
Black
Zealand.
Stars, appreciate you.
You can listen to Gloria. You tune over to Y98 out of St. Louis because it's on 24-hour loop.
Still
today.
looping.
But yeah, this match should be or this show should absolutely be fine. Definitely will be tuning in.
Should be. Fire.
Gonna have a few NXT spoilers. So if you don't like spoilers, like put your headphones off for a couple minutes.
You know we're in the same room, so like I could still hear you though.
You
weren't talking. Oh,
I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, I thought, okay.
You think
I'm going
I
to
care
put
about-
my hand up for
Might
NXT
be.
spoilers.
Do you think I care about your
and when
feelings?
my hand comes down, you can come back. Go ahead.
At the NXT tapings, they announced a new tournament during the taping. It'll be called the NXT Breakout Tournament. Will feature stars who have not yet appeared on television. The winner will earn a future title match of their choosing. First round matches are Boa versus Jordan ACH Miles, Shane Strickland, who is now Isaiah Scott, versus Trevor Lee, who is now Cameron Grimes. Jonah Rock, who is now Bronson Reed, versus Dexter, Samuel Shaw.
They're gonna say McPoindexter.
Garza Jr. versus Joaquin Wilde. Those are your first round matchups. I like the concept,
And this is going to be on NXT TV.
I believe so. Yes,
that is great because you have a lot of recognizable faces.
Yes,
in this.
Yes,
and you put them out on TV and see what you got. No problem with that.
Absolutely. I like the concept. Like, get people
Has
in
this
there.
been taped? Who is victorious? Do we know yet?
They're
or?
going on now.
Yeah, there's some happening now. Breezango is an NXT product now. Fandango came to the rescue of Tyler Breeze tonight.
Who do you think wins the tournament?
Strickland. I like Strickland.
I
want Strickland.
I can't say because I know who's in the semis.
You dirtbag.
Oh,
All right, then I'll say Trevor Lee. Are any of us close?
I don't know. I only know one person.
Say Trevor Lee.
I don't know the actual brackets, like who's on what side, but I know someone who has advanced to the finals.
Well, then just pick that name and be happy.
I'm not
going
to pick that name because then I'll feel like a dirtbag.
I got you. You don't want to melt it.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say blah, 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 blah is going to make it to the finals of the tournament.
Apollo Crews returned tonight.
Crews can't lose.
Fandango returned tonight. Killian Dane returned tonight.
I thought Killian was supposed to go to NXT UK.
No, that's Wolfie.
Oh, got it.
He's a part of Imperium.
Okay. You're right.
So I'm good with NXT spoilers.
Okay, hands coming down.
Okay, thank you.
Sad I had to switch hands halfway between that.
It happens. It's okay. We understand.
My arms are so big.
I can't believe Rikishi came back to NXT. It's unreal. I never saw it coming.
Can you really come back if you were never there to begin with?
Do you know who else didn't see it coming, Jim?
Stop it. No. Nope. Mute him.
Stevie Wonder?
Nope, he's going to make a joke about the thing
Stevie Wonder?
that he's made a joke about twice.
All right. Per WWE...
I knew it was going there.
Per WWE Japan, the King of Kings, Triple H, will tag with the Club. AJ Styles, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows.
What a mark.
In his first match in Japan since 2008.
Yeah, he's there with the Cliz.
Like, I fucking love it.
Absolutely.
Like,
That was a great video.
It was.
Back on the
video,
throne.
if you don't know what we're talking about, I posted it up on our Facebook and Twitter.
Facebook.com/3 Count Thursday. Always the number, never the word.
3countthursday.com. But yeah, Triple H. There's a video of Triple H on the throne, the not destroyed throne. It's wrestling's fucking fun, man. Like I hope we get to see this, man. Like I would love for this to be a, record and throw on the network thing, because I think it'd be a lot of fun to see this. If not, kudos to the people in Japan that are going to get to see it.
6 stars.
What? Wait, is it in the Tokyo Dome?
No, I think it's in the Sumo
So it's like
Hall.
5 3/4
5.5,
stars.
yeah.
All right. Ric Flair appeared on Sirius XM Busted Open Radio this week. Even update on his health. Looking over, he had four different surgeries over the past few months. Let's see. The first time he went in, they looked for blockage. He didn't have any. The second time they put him under, they had to shock his heart back because he had AFib. The third time, he said he had what was called an ablation. Just sounds horrible.
I had an ablation.
Isn't
I
that
had
what
an
they
ablation.
just never? I'm not even going to go there.
Where they go in, he says that it's like soldering some stuff that holds your heart, the stuff in your heart, and holds it together.
Well, Conrad's his son-in-law.
Doop, doop, doop.
But the fourth time, and this is like probably the one that we most recently had heard about. He was having trouble breathing. I guess a blood clot in his leg had broken off and went to his lung.
Scary stuff. That's really scary.
The fact that you can live through that is good, because that usually doesn't happen. So good to see he's on the mend. He's and part of the reason he didn't do StarCast and all that, because he said he really wants to kind of lay low, heal up, and actually like recover
Take
properly.
shots at Shawn Michaels. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw. I didn't read the article, but I think he did apologize to Michaels.
Okay, I guess.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. I didn't watch the initial video, so I
Oh, it was great.
like what I read like a recap.
Basically, like Ric Flair is being Petty Wap, Petty Crocker, Richard Petty.
Petty Wap.
He's like the rapper Fetty Wap,
Wap.
but
Oh.
Petty.
Yeah, it went
It's
right
okay,
over my
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
head.
Petty LaBelle, and just and was holding Shawn Michaels accountable for stuff that was said during his 30 for 30, where
geez.
like Shawn Michaels said, "I don't think Ric Flair the wrestler would even know who Richard Flair the man is." Like
Richard Flair.
Richard Flair.
Is he wrong?
Well, Ric Flair went on and was like, Shawn Michaels, who do you think you're trying to tell about? Like basically saying, who are you to tell me I'm not going to recognize who I am? You looked up to me as a kid. You wanted to be Ric Flair. So why wouldn't Richard Flair want to be Ric Flair? You're a joke.
Jesus.
And like he was cutting a promo on Shawn Michaels.
To be fair, like
and Shawn Michaels is just like, come on, man. Like,
here's the thing.
Stop
like
it.
I think Michaels probably hit the nail on the head. Ric Flair probably doesn't know who Richard Flair is.
Ric Flair has gone on record as to say that.
Right. And like here's the thing, for a long period of time, Shawn Michaels probably had no clue who Sean Hickenbottom was.
Michael
Hickenbottom.
Yeah.
Not even Sean Hickenbottom.
Sean Hickenbottom.
But like then he had to get his shit straight because he was in a real bad way. So like yeah, I don't think he was. I don't think he said anything that was incorrect either.
No, not at all. But Rick's got sour grapes. Have fun with Fifi.
Yeah, just fucking have fun, dude.
At that age, shouldn't you just be thankful you have grapes?
Yeah.
And shouldn't your grapes just be like
Are
mashed
they
into
prunes
wine?
at this point?
Prunes.
How about you record Ric Flair Drip 2 or something? I don't know.
Hey, why don't you make another horrifying pic of you like lick kissing your wife?
Oh my god.
That is still one of the most horrifying pictures you could ever find on the internet.
It's like
you just got chills, didn't you, Rye? I see him. Look at that.
Yeah, they're
hair
there, dude.
standing on end, man.
My hair is. That's sad. It's not good.
All right. A few months ago, Triple H announced that WWE will be airing a weekly studio show after SmackDown moves over to Fox in the fall. Since then, there have not been many more details. According to a report from the big lead, Renee Young is the favorite to be the host.
I hope it was Peter Rosen.
from their report, quote, Renee Young is highly likely to be the host of the WWE Weekly Studio Show on FS1.
Keep her busy.
The big lead has returned. Fox will air WWE SmackDown on the broadcast network. And in April, Triple H announced on First Thing First that there will additionally be a weekly studio show on FS1 on Tuesday nights. Renee, of course, has experience with hosting shows like this, as she was a main part of Talking Smack on the WWE Network and seems like a natural pick for the show.
Yeah, she also did some stuff in Canada before she was with WWE.
Yes.
With Jimmy Corderas, with TSN.
Here's the thing, yes, keep her busy.
Yeah.
Keep her happy.
Yeah.
Keep her part of the product.
Yeah.
Smart move on the WWE's part. And here's the thing. I think she is perfect for that role. I also think Charlie Caruso would be very solid in that role, or as part of this program as well. Again, I love the idea of this show, especially if it's. I assume this is going to be an hour at most.
Probably.
Like I don't think I don't think you can or even want to stretch this too far, but I'm intrigued to see it more details of the show come out over the next few months.
Yeah,
because we are starting to get close. Like in the next couple of months, I'm sure we're going to find out exactly when the first AEW broadcast will be. Probably going to be on a Monday night. When they're actually going to broadcast, probably not going to be Monday night.
Probably going to be Wednesday.
Probably going to be Wednesday night. So like, and more details about this show, like. We're not far from a real exciting time. Like, and I'm looking forward to this show.
Yeah. Other thing, have you guys seen the SmackDown logo going around?
I have, yeah.
The new SmackDown logo?
Yep.
No, how did I miss that?
I can send it.
Yeah, please do. Matt, any thoughts on this show, Renee hosting, any of that? Because otherwise we're going to get to something Tim put a bottle cap on earlier.
Let's get to that.
All right. So the WrestleVotes Twitter page, which has sometimes very accurately predicted things that are going to happen and sometimes very inaccurately predicted things that are going to happen, said, let's see, what was that? Yesterday, that he said, I've asked what the payoff to this major Shane McMahon push and TV time is. No one seems to have a solid answer. One source said he could see, and just his speculation here, Shane being the one to defeat Kofi Kingston for the title. Tim, you can take the lid off.
There's no way. When does this happen? Hey, that's a new head, isn't it? Oh, no. And the shoe.
SummerSlam?
Oh, and
Whatever
the other
comes
shoe.
after
He
SummerSlam?
doesn't have shoes or a hat on.
I hope
folks.
it happens at Extreme Rules when we're
He's just
in
looking around
Philadelphia.
angrily at you.
Or is it?
And again.
Is it Extreme Rules at work?
Extreme Rules is in Philly.
Okay.
No, not again. No.
And it's done again. I don't want.
I think your asshole's hanging out.
What? Oh, gross. What I will say.
Just for everybody on camera.
What I will say is that I do not need Shane McMahon as my WWE champion. Actually, let me rephrase. I do not want Shane McMahon as my WWE champion.
I do not want that either.
I need Shane McMahon as my WWE champion. I like the SmackDown logo. I do. I like that logo a lot. If that's the logo,
Yeah, if that's solid, I appreciate it.
I enjoy that a lot.
With all that said by me, Shane McMahon's the only person that should beat Kofi Kingston for the WWE title at this point. because there's unresolved things. Here's my hope, my hope, WWE. If you give me Shane McMahon as WWE champion, the next champion has to be The Miz. If it's not, don't do it.
Oh, yeah!
What if it is Shane McMahon defeats Kofi Kingston at SummerSlam
Fine.
and Brock cashes in
No.
to put it down on Brock?
No.
There's that goddamn wolf again.
Again, I'll leave it at what I said.
I don't need it. I don't want it.
Can we chime in with our resident Shane McMahon fan?
Yes, Matt, please take the floor. I feel like you've just been bursting to lay out the red carpet for the future WWE
The
champion.
best in the world.
Matt, before you go, I feel like we always do this with Shane McMahon. Matt jokingly will be like, yeah, it'll be the greatest thing that'll ever happen. And it fucking comes true. I feel like this has happened before. Maybe it's deja vu, but I feel like at the old...
What you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, this goes back into
Years.
the history of 3 Count Thursday.
Yeah.
And it serves you all right.
Gonna speak it into truth.
I hope it does happen.
So,
I
Matt...
will gladly send another picture in my Shane McMahon jersey that I was given for Christmas to prove the point that years ago you guys ate this up and now you just have to keep eating it. It's like you have a one piece of like very good pie and now you're just being force-fed the rest of it. So smile and swallow.
like,
This pie tastes like kale.
smile and swallow. My God. Look...
I enjoyed Shane. It's like, oh, cool. The theme song's back. He's dropping like
right,
dollar
it was
bills.
really
This is
cool.
really
We
cool.
all popped.
Yeah.
It was great.
I don't know if Matt popped, but I remember popping.
I enjoyed that. It all stemmed from you both eating up Shane versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
It was so good. I still stand by that. I didn't know this is where we were going.
Hindsight is 2020.
Here's the thing: like, if you start off on like say we get into a car and like the driver just starts driving, it's like a great Sunday drive,
He
beautiful
drives
weather,
for like 22 minutes.
beautiful. See, yeah, right down past the gap to Philadelphia. Like you,
I drove to Philadelphia. I know how to get there now.
That's awesome.
Matt was
I
a
bet
great
it took longer
navigator.
than 30 minutes.
It wasn't that bad. It was actually great for a Saturday morning. We were in there quick, I thought.
Yeah, I think Saturday mornings are easier to drive into Philly than
Yeah, it was
weekday
fantastic.
mornings.
Yeah.
But like the guy starts driving, beautiful scenery. It's a great drive, and then at the end he drives off a cliff and you die. Like I don't think like that's like you didn't see that coming at the start of the drive. Like I didn't know we were getting here.
Right.
I'll enjoy the shit out of it because like again, I like to. There's a piece of me that likes to watch the world burn.
That's true.
This just in, Big Jim equates Shane McMahon winning the WWE title to someone going on a Sunday drive and killing themselves.
To the lyrics of "Stand" by Eminem.
I think that is what I said.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't wrote me back.
You know what? Like I
Think
was.
it's effed up. You don't answer.
I don't remember
fans.
which Sirius station it was on, but like that song came on and it was censored, so it had to been like.
So you heard about 13 words.
Yeah, I was like,
You heard all of Dido.
Like, is this what I pay for?
Yeah.
Like, it's really disappointing when stuff's censored on Sirius.
I agree. I hear you that.
It's seriously effed up.
It is seriously effed up. But yeah, like if we get Shane as champion, we get Shane as champion. I mean, again, I like to watch the world burn a little bit.
Oh God. Don't. Just don't speak it into existence.
I think we already did.
God damn it.
I think we already did. John Cena, in an interview with SI.com, he commented on his WWE status and future. He said, whatever the next step is, that's essentially what I'm contemplating. How do I fit in? Where do I fit in? And it makes it extra peculiar now because all these outside opportunities are coming in, but it couldn't have happened at a better time. I'm not sure what my role is, but I know WWE is my family, and as long as they'll have me, I'll never leave. Heck, I'll go coach in Orlando at the Performance Center. It would be so shameful for that experience and performance wisdom to go to no one. Whether I had the opportunity to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or Fast and Furious, or if I had none of that going on and I just had idle time, I'd be having the same conversation with myself. I need to define what my new role is. That's the conversation I'm having with myself at 42 after performing for 16 years straight.
Okay, Dwayne.
Except Dwayne wrestled from 1996 to 2001. That's 5 years.
Oh yeah, he was short for
and then
the.
he was off on
Yeah,
and off
that's
again.
fair.
We'll give him till 2003.
Yeah.
So that's still 7 years. John doubled it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying anything. There's no reason for you to come back and wrestle anymore. Just go be in Hollywood.
I
Do
put
your stuff.
I put Cena in the category of he can come back whenever he wants.
Yep, the doors are always
For
open.
like one-offs or like programs.
Both.
Yes,
Whatever he can
especially
do.
right now because. And I'll say it until it doesn't happen, but I still think we're getting number 17.
Absolutely
I really
not.
do. Like at some point, I still think
That's
we're
a hill
getting
I'm
it.
willing to die on. That number's sacred. It will never be broken.
Nothing is sacred. It's professional wrestling.
How can you say that we're getting 17 at this point? Like years ago, I thought we were, but at this point, you still believe that?
I do.
Rock got one after all that time.
Right. Like all he has to do is, come back and
Be the host of WrestleMania. And
we
then
host a
wait.
WrestleMania and put You Can't See Knee in a FU and you have your match for WrestleMania a year later. Or he shows up in the Royal Rumble and wins the Royal Rumble and gets number 17. Like I don't think it's
Second 3-time winner.
Yeah, I still think that Vince McMahon would love for John Cena to have 17. I do, and I don't think does it make as much sense as it did when he was full time? No, but Shane McMahon is going to be WWE champion this summer. I don't think anything makes sense. What makes more sense, Cena as champion or Shane McMahon?
Shane's at least on every week for 50 minutes sometimes.
Well, you're not wrong there.
So to kind of go off of this and based on I know you watched it, Ryan. I don't know if everyone watched Jon Stewart's speech to Congress, but
So good.
Amazing.
Yeah, home run.
If the 16 for Cena holds up, do we see Jon Stewart in the WWE Hall of Fame just for his involvement with that angle?
I think Jon Stewart goes in the Hall of Fame regardless.
I do too.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, I agree.
He's
We'll see
a
it
great
sometime.
ambassador for the WWE.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for the fallen 9/11, not fallen, but the brothers of 9/11, the first responders.
Yeah, the first responders.
Yeah. Great ambassador for everything.
Yeah. John,
And he's kind of funny too.
he
Like,
is.
he can tell a joke.
Kind of funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
very funny.
You tell a joke.
But yeah, John Cena hasn't wrestled his last match. He'll be back. He'll be doing something at some point again. He'll never be full time again, and then that's okay. I don't think WWE needs him to be full time, but I hope. My only hope is the next time he comes out, his hair is fucking cut because I can't deal with long haired John anymore.
Come on, man.
I can't.
Let him rock out.
What was your favorite John Cena movie that you've seen?
That one.
Yeah,
that one. I'm fine with big match John. I can't deal with long hair John. I can't do it. And
You've never seen a film starring John Cena, or that he was at least in?
I honestly don't know if I have, to be 100% honest. I'm trying to.
I probably saw the first Marine.
I know I didn't see any of the Marines. I know
even the one with the Mrs. That shocks me, Jim.
Well, look, you watch the Marine movies because I know you do. I watch Ms. and Mrs.
I watched the first Marine movie. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
only one
I've never. I don't think I have.
I watched Blockers. That was about as good as what you saw on the promos.
I saw the previews for it. That's about as close as I can.
Oh, I saw that Amy Schumer movie.
I saw that too.
What was it called?
Which one was that?
With Amy Schumer in it.
Trainwreck.
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 Was it a train wreck?
No, it was good.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Trivia?
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Cardi.
Cardi. Oh, that's right.
Cardi.
Cardi B.
Cardi.
I saw like two people tweet about it, and I just had to chuckle. Cardi B apparently was asked on Twitter about her favorite wrestlers, like growing up. Apparently, she used to be a wrestling fan. She said she was a fan of the mid-2000s WWE, and that her favorite wrestlers were Eddie Guerrero, Booker T, Batista, Triple H, Edge, Lita, The Undertaker, and Kane.
There's just in everybody. Either you used to be, you are, or you're going to be a wrestling fan. Thank you.
True. So, I mean, solid list of favorites.
Except Batista. Where's that bell come from?
I don't know. Okay, we should
Hear
probably
it
get
every
that, we
once
should probably
in a
get that checked out. Anybody have anything else before we get to trivia time?
No.
Dude, did you guys see Betty White?
What?
Is still alive?
Oh, fuck.
Bless.
You can't do that, man.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Holy hell. I'm sure my ticker's not great. You can't do that to me. All right, so we're going to do this trivia thing again?
Yes. All right. Special trivia this week.
I don't like it already.
It's literally the most fair trivia has ever been in the history of ever. If you followed me on social media and Not the Tool Man, you saw that I already gave away the category for this. So I'm taking a page.
Let's go on Twitter real quick.
Taking a page out of one of my favorite radio shows in the past book.
I saw it, Ryan. I have no clue what the hell he's talking.
We are playing the Executed in Texas game. The rules are as follows. Ryan and Jim, you will both be given 6 names, one at a time, alternating. You have to tell me if the name of the person I'm saying was either executed in Texas or the real name of a current WWE superstar.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So if I were to say John Cena, you would know that is the real name of a WWE superstar.
Okay, and we're each given names?
Yes.
Okay, so
you're not buzzing in.
Okay.
It's literally, you're both getting 6 50-50 chances to get it right.
Okay.
And this is a current WWE superstar,
Yes.
or somebody that was executed in Saudi Arabia.
Executed in Texas.
Texas, my bad. Texas. I always get those confused.
I already want to start you with negative points.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's fair. I'll take it.
Gentlemen, pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
7.5.
Pick a whole number between...
Okay, 8.
All right, Jim, you're closest. Would you like to go first or second?
Second.
Okay. Ryan, your first name is Charles Betts.
WWE.
That is correct. Charles Betts is Chad Gable. Big Jim,
All right, what's up?
your name is Jeremy Fritz.
Texas.
I'm sorry, that is WWE superstar Eric Young.
Dumbass!
110 Ryan. Ryan, your next name is Thomas Peastock.
Texas.
I'm sorry, that is WWE superstar Baron Corbin.
Really? Did not know that.
Big Jim,
Yeah.
your name is Robert Rowell.
WWE.
I'm sorry, he was executed in Texas in 2005. He was convicted of murder of a person while inside of a crack house.
Love those Texas crack houses.
Damn it.
Ryan, you're up. Donald
I thought this was Texas.
Donald Newberry.
Texas.
Executed in Texas 2015. He was a member of the Texas Seven, a group of prisoners who were escaped from a police facility in Kennedy, Texas. They were refound directly because of America's Most Wanted.
That's what the show Prison Break was based off of.
Oh, no shit.
No, I don't know. I just made that up.
Big Jim, your next name, John King.
Texas.
Executed in Texas, April 2019. He's a white supremacist convicted of lynching by driving.
Shit.
Jesus Christ.
Good Lord. Wow.
2-1. All right. Carrying on.
We're learning so much tonight.
Yes, you are. Let me make sure.
With the TV music in the background.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll
Wow.
take it.
This show's
it's
wild.
Superstar. It's Firefly Funhouse kind of levels of stuff
That's
here.
kind of true.
Ryan, your name is David Harwood.
WWE.
That is Scott Dawson.
So what's the score right now?
It is 3-1. Your turn.
And this is number 4.
Correct.
Damn, I need to fucking start getting
I
shit
believe in
right.
you, Jim.
I don't.
Your next name is Jason Massey.
WWE.
Executed in Texas 2001. He was convicted for the murder of 2 teens.
Man, them Massies, they're the Young Bucks, ain't?
No, the Briscoes.
Dem boys.
Damn boys.
All right, we are down to
Shit.
2 each. So, Jim, you can still tie here.
You can do it,
Okay.
Jim.
Ryan, your next name is Mark Stroman.
That's the Texas.
Executed in Texas 2011. He is a white supremacist and spree killer who was convicted for executing a shooting spree in the aftermath of 9/11 attacks.
What a dickbag.
What a piece of shit.
We'll carry this out.
Sure, why not?
Ryan has clinched it with that one. Big Jim.
You're on like a Ryan streak.
Yeah, apparently.
Jeffrey Ciulio.
Texas.
That is Elias, Jim.
An idiot sandwich.
Jeff Galooly.
Galooly.
Well, Ryan, your next name is Levis Valenzuela Jr.
Oh, that's the WWE.
That is No Way Jose. Wow, you're really good at this.
For some reason, like I always just enjoyed knowing like people's real names.
Ryan's brain
In the
has idiot
WWE.
strength.
Huh?
Your brain has idiot strength.
That's what it is
apparently.
right now. I'll take it.
Ryan or Big Jim, last one.
Sure.
Eric Nano.
WWE.
Executed in Texas, 2008. Convicted for the rape and murder of a 7-year-old. That was
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life.
WWE Superstar or Executed in
Holy
Texas.
hell.
There it is.
I am awful at this game.
Ryan 5, Jim 1. Ryan, congratulations.
Hey, I know my Texas death rate. So. Jim, I
You
will.
went 5 for 6, bud.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
pretty
scary.
wild.
I think I will do a musical one next year. Next year.
Next
year. Another
Who the
musical
fuck
one?
knows?
Next
like
week.
with music.
Okay.
Oh.
Like the first to name the artist of these 10 songs.
Oh,
I will bring my Walkman
Nice.
Nice.
and my early 2000s mix CDs.
Very nice.
It'll be great.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm gonna forget and I'll have to fucking write something real quick during the pre-show, post-show, which you can find on Patreon for $2.
Yeah, this one very topical. Wrestling topical this week.
Yeah, how about that?
Which is weird. We try not to go wrestling on
Yeah,
the
very
pregame show.
unmeta, yeah.
But like this, it was right this week.
Who sings this?
Couldn't tell you.
ELO.
I believe it's the band Player.
I've got fucking no.
I'm gonna look it up now.
My brain is apparently mush tonight. So
It's okay.
I've been off work for 2 days. So like apparently my brain just doesn't function properly when I don't go to work.
Don't feel bad. It just
And that was playing time off. That was not. I'm not ill.
It's like you just guessed wrong on 5 straight heads or tails.
Which I did.
Yeah.
It was
That's
at
okay.
this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Any other wrestling topics, social commentary topics, anything before we wrap up the show?
Go Raps.
Ryan?
From 1975, Pilot.
All right, so Matt, who is the Woman of the Week this week? Give people where they can follow you on Twitter, all that fun stuff, and we're going to close this thing out.
All right. Woman of the Week this week is Jocelyn Navarro. Make sure you check out the 3 Count Thursday Instagram. Give her a follow. Give us a follow. Every like on the post counts as a vote for the Woman of the Year on our page. You can follow me on Twitter at 3CT, the letter A, Philly as in Philadelphia, the number 8. So 3CT affiliate.
Yeah, we're getting little by little closer to football season, so get in now while Matt's calm.
Yeah. Or just follow me and watch me rip Doug Flutie every week. So it's all good.
It is entertaining. I do the same thing as well. All right, Matt, we will talk to you next week, buddy.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, see ya. All right, Tim, where can the fine followers and friends of 3 Count Thursday keep in touch with you when you're not here?
Yeah, at the Toolman across all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat if you care. I stream every Wednesday, Friday, Sundays on twitch.tv/NotTheToolman. It's a good time. It's a fun time. Come on by, say hi, and enjoy some good quality content. When I'm not podcasting with 3 Count Thursday, I am podcasting with my close personal friend Marcus. We have a fun little show called Final Wrestling Place, where you put different wrestling topics in their final wrestling place. Pretty straightforward. And other than that,
What was this past week?
Rick Rude and Mark Marrow.
Yeah. I forget how they ended up.
Well, you just go and listen.
Oh, there it was.
Wherever you
feel
get
like
your podcast.
I feel like I agreed with one and disagreed with another.
SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn. Follow us on Twitter at Final Place Pod.
Yes, it is. I will say this is a great listen. It is a fun listen. It is a short listen. Real good stuff, and it gets your brain thinking about things you don't normally think about. So very good stuff, Tim. Ryan, where can the people follow you at?
You can follow me. It's at RYN Eagle. I want to take this time to give a shout out to Felicia Rose. Thank you for coming down, hanging out with us at the Icons of Wrestling Festival down at the 2300 there in Philadelphia. Had a great time. Met a lot of really, really cool people. If you're a first-time listener, a first-time follower, thank you guys for checking us out. We do always appreciate that. The package should be sent out in the mail tomorrow for our new Twitter follower. So a lot of great things. Heard it's coming back around sometime in November, I believe, the Icons Festival. So stay tuned. We might be cooking something up for you again.
All right, you can follow me at Big Jim Sports on Twitter, but make sure you're following along with the show at 3 Count Thursday, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, also our Patreon, patreon.com/3 Count Thursday. Go to the website, 3countthursday.com. You got the WCW from intern Mark. You got my soapbox when I get up on it. Upcoming indie shows, tons of content, merchandise, and so much more. Our collar and elbow brand deal, promo code 3COUNT gets you 10% off. You'll find our home network, NGSCSports.com, and the sponsors of the show, Alicia's Pillows and Things. If you're decorating your home, you want it to reflect your taste and likes, so add decor that reflects your sports, movie, and TV fandom. Alicia's Pillows and Things is your hookup. They feature pillows of all sizes, stools, and more with all your favorite teams and characters. Go to NGSCSports.com. Find the Alicia's Pillows and Things tab on the homepage and place your order. And also the Ultimate Sports Channel. It's the best free streaming channel of sports, news, game-winning selections, and special features brought to you on Roku TV. If you do not have Roku TV, then you're not like 30 million plus users. And if you do not know what it is a cost-effective way to watch TV, and it is convenient as well. You can get tons of free streaming channels, tons of featured channels. Visit Roku.com or pick up the remote system at Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Amazon, and much more. Find the great channel by searching the Ultimate Sports Channel for the best free sports programming, or visit awesometvchannel.com for more details. Interact with us during the week, folks. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening to us tonight. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.